So the role of a fertility educator is to teach women and their partners about their fertility so that they can use that information to meet the goals that they've set. So whether that goal is to help them to conceive or whether that goal is to help them avoid getting pregnant. And also fertility educators work with community groups, health professionals and in schools delivering information that's pertinent to that particular group. So the basic training course involves a number of modules that students need to complete. Our training program is mainly through distance learning with 2 4-day practicum blocks which are on site face-to-face. So the way that the program works is that a student will enrol in the course, do the first 3 modules, have those marked, then come into a practicum, a 4-day practicum, where they actually put theory into practice. And then if they complete that, then they go away and finish the rest of the modules, come back again, do another 4 days of practicum, are assessed, and then they move on to a phase of what we call supervised practice, where that trainee will see a client who's trying to conceive, as well as a client who's using the information for fertility awareness. Those sessions are recorded, sent back to the clinical supervisor and marked, and if the student has completed to the satisfaction of NFNZ all of those modules and all of those practicums, they become qualified as a fertility educator. So some people ask us what are the main topics that are covered in our training program. So module 1 is really about Natural Fertility New Zealand and the history of the organisation. Module 2 is more about anatomy and physiology and also covers subtopics such as fertility, infertility, sexual health, endometriosis and polycystic ovaries, and section C contains the information about teaching people about the symptothermal method and how to work with those clients in a clinic setting. Then we get into the practicums. The next modules are about teaching people about other contraceptive methods, which include the contraceptive pill, Depo-Provera, implants, Mirenas, IUDs, and ongoing current research about other options that are being investigated at the moment. Then we also look at education, so education to community groups, schools, health professionals, and then the final section is one on pregnancy reports. People often ask what kind of experience do I need to have behind me before I apply to be a fertility educator. So the best fertility educators are those that have a science background, so whether they have had a primary degree as being a nurse, a lactation consultant, a midwife, a doctor, and then also looking at acupuncturists, naturopaths, homeopaths, massage therapists. Because what we find is that the training is a lot easier for those people that do have that science background. Other qualities that we look for in training fertility educators are people that have a background in working in the community. So it may be some volunteer work that they've done, or they just made their primary job may be actually working in the community with people. Some experience in teaching would be really, really helpful. So we're also looking at the way that people present themselves in their current workplace as well. And also really important is that people have IT skills, because our program is online and it is through Google Classroom. So being able to negotiate around that whole IT world is really important. A common question from students is, what's the workload like? And they're trying to fit it into their work-life balance. So for those that have a primary science background, around about 10 hours a week to read all the material and then to complete the assessments and to have them handed in. Someone who doesn't have a science background, more a community kind of background, can take anywhere from 10 to 20 hours a week to actually do all of that work. After you've completed the course, you'll receive a certificate that says you have become qualified as a fertility educator with Natural Fertility New Zealand. After that, you may be invited to be a member of Natural Fertility New Zealand. So there are many benefits to becoming a member of Natural Fertility New Zealand. The first one is that you're grouped with a group of like-minded individuals who want to see Natural Fertility New Zealand and what we teach grow within New Zealand. Also, your membership enables you to have access to marketing material to promote your services in your community and with your clients. You will also be entitled to have a listing on our Natural Fertility New Zealand website.